There's a lot of talk about infinite banking, but it comes with a significant amount of misconceptions. Some people say it's too good to be true, and others think that it's really risky or that, oh no, only the really wealthy people can do infinite banking. Today, we are cutting through the noise to address these myths and give you the real picture. Welcome back. My name's Jonah, and if you're following along, we've given you lots of videos about how infinite banking really works and why it matters. And now let's tackle some of the biggest myths surrounding this concept so you can move forward with clarity. So let's start with a very common one. People always think that infinite banking sounds too good to be true. They think, how in the world can I grow my money, use it, and keep it growing without losing anything? It kind of feels like a magic trick. Well, here's the truth. Infinite banking is not magic. It's simply using a whole life insurance policy in a smart, structured way. Like anything, it takes time and discipline to see the true benefits. Your cash value builds slowly at first, but it compounds over time, creating that exponential growth that we've all talked about and you've heard about. Here's another big myth. People think that infinite banking is only for the wealthy or super high income individuals. A lot of people genuinely think that you need hundreds of thousands of dollars to get started, and it's just not true. Here's the reality. Infinite banking is accessible for so many people, for everybody. Policies can be set up to match your budget, and the key is just consistency. By funding your policy regularly and letting that cash value grow, you can build wealth over time. And it just doesn't matter if you make $50,000 or $500,000 a year. Now, some people think that infinite banking is just regular old whole life insurance, but there's actually a huge difference. While we're using a whole life insurance policy for the infinite banking concept itself, infinite banking policies are custom designed to maximize cash value, not just the death benefit. This setup allows for faster cash accumulation, liquidity, flexibility, which is essential for infinite banking. The traditional whole life insurance policy is going to provide very little cash value access, very little liquidity, and you'll have to wait a significantly long time. The focus there is on the death benefit. With infinite banking, the focus has been on the cash value and will always be on the cash value from day one. One of the biggest misconceptions that I hear is that when you take a policy loan, it undoes your growth or it hurts your cash value. People think that borrowing against their policy somehow undoes all of the years and things that they've worked for. Here's the truth. When you borrow against your policy, the money that you've deposited into that policy is not touched. Your cash value is just the equity of the death benefit, the liquid available amount from the future payout that you can use right now today. That means that your deposit continues to grow as if the money never left. You're using your policy, your life insurance, as collateral to access these funds. And that means your growth is uninterrupted. Some people believe that infinite banking is a really quick way to make money, but that's a misconception. Infinite banking is designed for long-term wealth building, not some sort of get-rich-quick scheme. With infinite banking, you'll have access to cash value really early on, literally right away. But the real power comes from allowing your cash value to build over time, years, using that policy as a personal banking system over decades. Just imagine what would happen if you had a personal banking system that mom or grandma started on you when you were a baby. Think of how much money, how much power, how much control you would have over your own finances. Another myth of infinite banking is that it locks up your money and now your money becomes inaccessible. And that's actually the absolute opposite of what infinite banking does. What infinite banking does is makes your cash value available so you can borrow against it whenever you need it. Remember, that's one of the biggest and greatest benefits of what infinite banking is: liquidity. You can access your cash value anytime through policy loans. Your money is actually never tied up. You can kind of think of this like a personal line of credit, but that's got compound and ever-increasing interest on it. So let's recap the myths that we've busted. Infinite banking is not too good to be true. It's not just for the wealthy. It's different from regular life insurance. You don't lose money with loans. It's not a short-term strategy, and your money isn't locked up. By understanding what infinite banking is and isn't, you're now equipped with the knowledge to make more informed financial decisions. The path to financial freedom doesn't have to be confusing, and with the right information, you can take control of your wealth. Thanks for joining me as we cleared up a lot of these misconceptions. Now, if you're ready to move forward or learn more, just make sure that you subscribe, like, and send us a comment on this video and any other questions that you might have about infinite banking. And of course, if you're ready for the next step, just make sure you click the link in your bio, book your call so we can talk to you and walk you through how you can do better on your financial journey.
Gave a lot of game, we never got a lot of things. Bow your head and say the prayer, we taught you how to be the bank.